Hello, Glitch Reaper here. This is a mob battle. And yes, that's my Witherstorm. I'm going to be reversing things, having a Chaos Guardian that is wild against my tamed Witherstorm. Or aligned Witherstorm, I should say. It's with my faction. And yes, I put it to the same value that the Witherstorm previously had. So this is Destroyer mode, where it has 12,500 HP. Which is also why there's a large data stream over here, as I just used the code. So, that all happened. Now, I'm going to try to get the Engender version of the Chaos Guardian, and there may be one already flying around. If that engages the Witherstorm, I'm just going to let that start it. Otherwise, I'm going to be summoning one close and seeing what happens, because I'm not sure what happened to the previous one I summoned, because it was kind of smiting me in this location, so I'm also going to see if I can get some armor that might actually defend against it while I'm here. So, while that guy's zooming around in the background, I am going to Avarisha, because I think that's one of the few armors that can actually protect against the Chaos Guardian. Because, yeah, I'm in creative mode, but trust me, that does nothing against a Chaos Guardian, whether or not it's the version from Engender. So, yeah, their attack just rips through defense even if it's creative style. So, I need this armor or I will probably die. Of course, I could also have gotten some Draconic Evolution armor and, like, supercharged it, but seeing how even in creative that there's, like, no shortcut on that one, that would take, well, there's partial shortcut, but that would take a while. Okay, now I can summon the Chaos Guardian if there's not one around here already, because it seems the one I had around here before just disappeared. Oh, he's starting to eat the arena. Okay, I'm going to have to give him a distraction. Oh, well, that was interestingly convenient. Oh, if only he knew that his message just popped up the moment I was actually doing this. That will be hilarious. Did I shoot past it? Because let me see if I can auto-complete this from a different point. Okay, let's start from here. Okay, it's doing it from Age of Abyssal Craft. Because he's got it in different modules named slightly differently. So, yeah, don't worry, they will fight each other as soon as I do this. There we go. That'll keep it distracted. I mean that both ways. So now we can see who wins when it's the other way around. Because now we have a Wild Chaos Guardian going up against my Witherstorm. Well, he may have eaten a few blocks. I don't think that extra HP he just got will actually affect us too big. I think this armor will save me from dying. So this is actually pretty dangerous, even in creative. Because again, those Chaos Guardian shots, especially the Dark Energy shots, they will rip through you even in creative. It's like no protection. I mean, even if you've got gem armor from Project E, it is just useless against this guy. So you have to go Draconic Evolution versus that Chaos Guardian. It's just the only way. It is literally one of the ultimate dragons. And they are wailing on each other pretty hard right now. He's just storming shots in on my Witherstorm. Like, can you actually hit that? Okay, he is hitting him. He is hitting him. At least I think so. You know, this direction, it doesn't seem to do that pause thing as much. I say that and it immediately does it. Is there anything connecting with him right now? Maybe it's the other way around this time? Because I know before it had something to do with their attacks connecting to each other. This time it may just be due to the extreme intensity of the fight. I mean, there's a tentacle dying right now. That's kind of a sign. And the Chaos Guardian does have 2,000 HP. Just saying. It's a good time to actually see the fact I did change it back to numeric. I mean, before I could get, like, point-blank range and still clue up otherwise. Or queue up, actually. Although clue is also a good word for it, so either way works. But yeah, now it's at full numeric only, so that helps. And if you're doing that in the configs, you have to spell numeric with all caps. Just saying. Because it has hearts in all caps, so you have to use numeric in all caps. It's just the way it works. Okay, anyhow, we're back to the actual fighting. The Witherstorm is taking some damage. Chaos Guardian hasn't really taken that much. So this might go around to be pretty much like what happened last time, except I have their polarity reversed. Yes, you can reverse polarity in Engender. Is it a good idea? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Either way, my Witherstorm is taking a pounding. And suddenly disappearing off my screen due to graphics errors. Or not so much graphics error, but visual glitch. I don't know, that's kind of a graphics error. I mean, just completely disappear. I'm getting closer and he's disappearing. It's supposed to be the other way around, where you're at a weird angle. Wait. I think I know what's going on here. Yeah, apparently it doesn't like rendering whenever you're above build height. I kind of figured, because I've had that situation happen to me before, where they didn't like being above build height. Okay, let me see if I can at least see one of them. Okay. Can I at least see... No. I'm getting... Okay, so I can only see this fight from farther away. That is weird. Okay, it is working at this distance, even though they're above build height, but I can't get close and see what's happening. So that is kind of crazy. So I can't see if... I don't think they're visually connecting in other ways like they were before. So again, I think this is just intensity of the fight doing this. So yeah, and by the way, in case I need to clear one of them out, I have something extra special. This Kaikoku has the Eraser command. It's a special enchantment designed to just wreck things beyond all imagining. And it's what's basically meant to be your way of defeating the Witherstorm. You should get that rare enchantment, you put it on a weapon, and then you obliterate the Witherstorm with it. I think it also works on bows. You know, since they're having these big pauses, I might want to prepare for seeing how well that works, because I think it is supposed to. And I do have... Okay, so I gotta get back to... Wait, I'm past build limit, so that means this probably won't work. I figured. Angel block versus build height. Build height wins. Okay, so I need to go down a bit and then place this angel block because I want to be able to put the eraser command on a bow for later. And then I should be able to snipe whoever winds up winning, because you can't, in the Engender mod, get rid of anything by using peaceful, even if they're against you. So, there's that. They have hinted the action, so I can go ahead and watch a little. Seems like the Witherstorm is losing here, because it's taking some pretty severe damage. Is the Chaos Guardian even taking hits? Okay. There, he got whacked a few times. It's working. Okay, as long as they're actually doing something, I'm not going to do this thing with the angel block for a while. But whenever they pause, I'm going to... Okay, I'm seeing the Chaos Guardian get some serious chip damage now. Oh, kind of serious. Let's face it, the Witherstorm has more HP, so proportionally, it's a bit of a different story. Whoa, Chaos Guardian has regenerated. Or did he get unloaded and reloaded? Just come back with full HP? I don't think so, but that could have happened. It wouldn't be the first time. He is trying to hit him, but he moves so fast. It does seem like, again, Battle of Regeneration, Chaos Guardian is winning out, partially because he's so fast. It's a hard trick for the Witherstorm to actually hit him. He's incredibly agile. So to get in 4 of his hits in a row, he does close range, so that gives him at least some opportunity to be struck. And whenever he flies away, the Wither Storm manages to be able to regen at least a bit. Things swing back. Will this Chaos Guardian just really pin him? Oh, he's definitely pinning him now. But will he stay around for it? He has to keep up the pressure. If he doesn't keep up the pressure, he's not going to win. In fact, it could theoretically carry on forever if the Chaos Guardian doesn't keep up the pressure. So, he's just flying all over the place. Still wondering whether or not this is actually 1 Chaos Guardian fighting him or 2. But if it was 2, I'd see an extra Chaos Guardian bar there, so I'm pretty sure that I have no idea what happened to the first Chaos Guardian. That this is the one that I summoned next and was on video. That there's not, in fact, 2 of them. Also, I see 2 on screen at the same time. Then I'll know that there was 2 of them. And that the other one's joining in. But until then, I'll believe this is the one that I summoned on camera. Wither Storm is drying. My Wither Storm is going for it, but... Okay, you got close enough. I think he may have not just been shot. I think the Chaos Guardian may have got tentacle whipped. So get whipped. Have you been growing in... Yeah, you've been growing a bit in strength during this time. What have you been eating? I am wondering. There's not much up here. I know you've gotten stronger. Are you just getting stronger over time? So I know you're not eating the Chaos Guardian because he would have been countered. Oops. I did the rendering thing again. That's on me. Where are you? Okay, he's actually below me. That's fascinating. Okay. We've reached that kind of moment again, and let's see if I can get low enough to place this block. Here's where the clouds are, and they're generally below build height, so come on, let me have my block so I can prepare a little something for whoever is still standing after this. While I'm doing that, might as well get my other book. It's filed under combat, by the way, if you're wondering where the eraser command actually is. And my block showed up in my face. That's kind of appropriate. That's perfectly fair. I kind of deserve that response. Please don't eat this angel block. I know you're hungry. I know you need your strength against the Chaos Guardian. Please don't eat this angel block. I need to stand on it. Okay. I'm standing on it. That is good. Next major pause, I'm putting down an anvil. It's going into pursuit. And getting shot. Oh, there's one of those blue shots. Ah, that just homed in perfectly. Come on, use those flaming skulls. Seriously, barrage this guy. I think they may fight a little bit differently between aligned and unaligned. Oh, hi. Nice to see you all the way over here. Here on the tiniest sky island ever. He's just disappeared off the screen again. Oh, he's back. There is a certain distance that you will see a boss health bar, and he flew so fast and so far, he went right past it. At least my Wither Storm is hanging out next to me. Kind of. Within a within a certain distance. At least the Wither Storm knows where he is. Trying to track that guy is hilariously difficult. Chaos Guardian's barrage, it can actually hit for a while after you see it because it fires a huge cluster of shots, and a lot of them are being covered visually by the Wither Storm's enormous body. Oh, speaking of which, that barrage just completely hit home. I think he shot through him before they homed back in. I think that's what just happened. I just saw him just emerge out of my Wither Storm. It's like, oh, by the way, here's a bunch of my little sun shots, and you're like, did you shoot them through his back? There goes something. I think that's what's causing it to pause this round more than otherwise, is whenever some part of the Wither Storm actually dies. And as promised, I'm going to actually place this and actually use it, assuming I can access it during this pause. It does not appear to be letting me access it during the pause. Slight technical difficulty. You know, interesting to think he's playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and somebody was interesting point in mob battles. I usually won't have him go if it's like truly where one simply cannot hurt the other at all in any circumstance. There are some that don't seem to have any design as to how to fight back. Like, they literally just don't know what they're doing. And that duplicated itself, oddly. But, yeah, at least now I can kind of follow back to the action. But yeah, the thing is, I really wanted to do mob battles with the Dragon Block C mobs, but none of them know how to fight back against anything. This includes, of course, Withers, so a Wither will whack every last one of them while they just stand there. Except the ones that are like special NPCs that, it's not so much they fight back, they just forbid any spawns in the area. Okay. I saw 2 health bars for a moment for Chaos Guardian, so I think the other one is in fact around here somewhere. And they might just team up. Of course, if they try, I have this, and I can shoot one of them down. If I can get rid of that spare one from before, one clean shot, and it's all over. And then I really would just be one-on-one. Yeah. Where's the second one? I may have a little hunting to do on my own. Meanwhile, where's your actual HP? Yeah, you've regened all the way up. I don't think they're gonna finish each other off anytime soon. Are those from chunks that got unloaded before as they finally flew out? But yeah, as I was explaining, the Dragon Block C mobs don't know how to fight against other mobs. They only know how to fight players. So the way it's scripted to be mostly a special adventure, I mean, you can kind of see why in a way, but if you think about it, there's some mobs that can seriously pummel others, even just in vanilla, like, for example, an Iron Golem, and you can totally cheese it that way. Like, you can just make an Iron Golem and have it clobber a lot of things because they don't know how to fight back. Like, you just hide while the Iron Golem does it. Would that count towards your quest progress? I have no idea. But I see that as a possibility and a great a serious oversight in the mod. So, speaking of Dragon Ball stuff, there is that. Okay, one of those... Okay, it's just the Wither Storm getting... the Wither Storm Tentacle got a critical hit. It wasn't that it had fallen. I think it's whenever it actually has a part die that it doesn't handle it well. I was saying the Chaos Guardian actually takes some damage a while ago, but again, these two are just insanely powerful. And it doesn't look like it's going to be stopping anytime soon. Of course, this is the Engender version of the Chaos Guardian Unaligned versus my Witherstorm. And it is true that the ones that are aligned with you always have an edge over unaligned mobs, at least to a degree. Like, they have better stats whether you're leveling them up or not. And one thing they definitely have is usually better regen. So, the Witherstorm here, it's got a little bit of an advantage just because of that. But the fact this regen is so good, and the Chaos Guardian also apparently has some beats, this could be a little pointless. I mean, the Witherstorm took some decent damage for a while, but as soon as the Chaos Guardian decided to take a vacation for a few moments, the Witherstorm just regenerated all that back up. So it's like, again, totally needs to learn how to keep up the pressure. Yeah, if this Chaos Guardian is going to be able to win this, totally needs to keep up the pressure, which he's not doing. Because he keeps flying away and not barraging him for a while. When he does that, the Witherstorm manages to recover a whole lot of health. So, yeah. I see this being eternal. Although, I could try something a little... let me see if I can pop up another mob carrier, because I'm thinking maybe I can grab him and get rid of that guy and show what this would be like versus a normal Chaos Guardian, so to speak. Honestly, sometimes that mod is more useful than creating itself. Of course, I have to do this very carefully. And it may or may not render because of that whole thing that was happening before. So let's see if I can actually hit the right spot on my Wither Guardian. I mean, Wither Guardian. Yeah, that was hilarious. I think there is such a creature somewhere anyhow. But anyhow, I'm going to try to catch my Witherstorm. Wait, there's progress again. When he regenerates back up to full, I'll grab him. It looks like he's pretty much there already. That was fast. Okay. Let me eliminate this Chaos Guardian if I can find him. Where are you? I know you're homing a shot at me. Okay, I can't see you, but I might be able to shoot you. Because that was going nowhere, so I'm going to see if I can do this against a normal Chaos Guardian, so to speak. If I can find my way back. If I can shoot him out of my way, that would be good, because that would eliminate him from flying around and attacking me again on his own. I can't even see him. I think he flew into a way that's like completely gone. Where did you go? I am very, very high up. I can... Wait. I think that may have been close to my area. I had one of these close to my... Yes. Okay, so... if that guy comes back up, I'll annihilate him, but... Until then... I want to show Witherstorm versus a normal Chaos Guardian. So I'm pretty sure this is the spawn item from, well, Draconic Evolution. So if I see that other Chaos Guardian again, he will be eliminated. Yeah, it's definitely him. Well, I do love how that was like a perfect grab. So I think this is one from Draconic Evolution directly. Vengeance Spirit was eaten. Are you from Draconic Evolution itself? Whoa, push me back. Trying to just see what it says. Oh, he's taking some hits. Like he's got shields. Of course, the normal one kinda does that. I just want to see if it's from the correct mod. Man, that's hard to get a good beat on. Witherstorm is trying to find him. He's got a better ability to see him than I do, admittedly. Dragon Ahoy! Are you the one? Hi, Witherstorm has arisen above the clouds. That's dramatic. Oh, this is actually a good time for a pause, because that means I can actually get up to him and ID him. So I think this mod still works during a pause. Nope, this is still from the add-on. Ah, wrong one. Okay, sorry about this. But I'm going to use this pause to throw a few arrows in your direction and see if any actually land. The Eraser command doesn't just work against the Witherstorm, it's a generic destroyer. So it's kinda hilarious that way. Did I even hit him? All those attacks, I don't think one actually hit. That's kind of hilarious. Oh, the rendering is gonna really throw off my aim. There are too many Chaos Guardians. Come on, let me hit you. Oh, he's so fast. Well, there's always this. If I could hit him that way either. Rendering above the clouds is insane. Please come down a bit so I can properly hit the Chaos Guardian, because again, I can't just peaceful him away. Whoa, wait. Pursuing. This armor isn't as fast as advertised. Though he did just pound him a bit, pretty heavily. Maybe it'll actually deal some damage. Can I please hit the Chaos Guardian? Not sure if this will actually register, but I need to get rid of him. Either that or I need to go incredibly far away with my Witherstorm. And try another one, because I do have angel blocks. I have angel blocks, so I can do that. So I'd like to do one straight up from a Draconic Evolution if I can. I'm not sure if I can. But I will try. But so far I'm having issues with Chaos Guardians. I don't know if I'll be able to take my Witherstorm back until after the pause. There we go. Okay, that happened. Oh, that rendering issue is very rough. It's only whenever I'm like super high up. take a few shots at them just in case. I don't think any of them hit. I'm not sure if the Eraser Command actually works on the Chaos Guardian. That's a pretty good question. Okay, now can I summon a Chaos Guardian directly? Because this is not what I'm looking for. Okay, so let's try this one more time. Yeah, I can do it this way. Good. He erased that area immediately. Okay, so yeah. Where are you? Are you from the right mod? Please. Be from the right mod. Be from the right... while you're fighting, it won't matter because I'll definitely find out at some pause. Okay, so if it's the normal Chaos Guardian from Draconic Evolution, which I'm assuming that one was, it gets annihilated super fast by the Wither Storm. Probably regardless of whether it's wild or not, but I'm just saying. I mean, I'd like to try. I'd like to see if a wild one will even target a Chaos Guardian from Draconic Evolution. My grabs have been on point today. I have had many issues with grabbing a Wither Storm in the past because of all the parts. So I've been having a very good day for grabs. Okay, so yeah. So let's keep mine out of here for a while and see if I can get wild versus wild here, kind of. Because I can do the Wither Storm once it does that. Okay. Because this will be a wild Wither Storm. So if I'm summoning a Chaos Guardian from Draconic Evolution, which is pretty much the only mob they've got, so that really helps. I really, really should have remembered that was going to happen. Okay, at least I know I've got the right one now. So, automatic destroyer form. Automatically wiped out. Yeah. If it's the default Chaos Guardian, that's not of like any particular distance away, and it's just got the one that with like 2,000 HP and everything, it stands no chance against any version of the Wither Storm, I'd like to point out. But if it's an Engender Chaos Guardian, it will either tie or have the edge and eventually take out the Wither Storm. So I can see how that's going. It's interesting to find that out. Apparently, the difference is extremely dramatic. So yeah, and of course since that's a wild Wither Storm, I can't just grab it, so I'll have to see if this actually works on it. Where's your hitbox? Do I have the Eraser Command actually working here? I do have it on it. Does it have to be on a melee weapon? Because in story mode itself, there is the idea of which weapon did Jesse want to put it on. Whether it was on a sword or a bow. Most people chose sword, but it was supposed to be able to be put on either. So, therefore, this isn't how this is supposed to be, because this is not working on the bow. I think Interment of Doom did, in fact, intend for this to work on a bow, but it's not working in this exact version. I'm hoping that's fixed in the 1.12.2 version. Anyhow, I'm going to have to charge this Wither Storm and get rid of it. Okay. I hit him once. I gotta rush him. Kaikoku, let's go. Come on, Kaikoku. It's supposed to be the ultimate sword of law. I think I got him. That's his death sequence. He's going out. I think this is actually a giant morph. At least I think that's a giant morph. It's some image of him. I'm still wondering what's up with this. This is part of the death sequence too, which would make a lot of sense. Man, that is dramatic no matter what. Does this count as anything? What is going on with this, I'm wondering. Can fly up through it. Am I now authorized to morph into a Witherstorm? Or is that the bot? Okay, that may have been an image of the body that just didn't go down until then. This has been a really wild attempt at a mob battle. I'm not sure how well this counts. Yeah, that all happened. And my Sky Arena is just wrecked beyond imagination. It'll take a while for me to fix this again. Just saying. Yeah. And yeah, this is specifically reserved for extreme flying mob battles. Preferably really big ones like those. So it's a little selected purpose. And where in the world is that other Chaos Guardian? I've seen his thing a few times. But now I know it primarily works on the sword and not the bow in this version. So, Eraser Command, you're great on a melee weapon, but for some odd reason you don't seem to know how to work on a bow. And I really needed you to. So, I mean, I was able to take care of it with a Kaikoku, but still, I mean, it's just the thought that counts. Yeah, the Kaikoku is an awesome blade. As you can see, this is what the Eraser Command actually does. Any kind of damage the weapon has, it adds 50 grand to. So, yeah, that's kind of, well, that one thing is not really saying, but that's part of the divine damage. But anyhow, each of these categories has like 50,000 extra points of damage added to it. And the Witherstorm has a tremendous amount of armor and HP, so that's why you can't really one-shot him even with this, so you need to do a few quick hits on him to nail him. And with this armor, I was able to just fly through him, so it wasn't able to give me like a continuous attack moment, but it worked out fine. But what do you think here? I think this counts is a decent turnaround, because so far I have it where any like default Draconic Evolution Chaos Guardian just gets wiped away. But if it happens to be the Engineer versions, it can either tie or win against the Witherstorm depending on the circumstances. So it was interesting to explore that. So now I know. But I guess we'll have some other mob battles coming up. Maybe or maybe not some other Engineer versions. But I might move on to a few other things for a while, as I have some other mob battles lined up. So, I'll be logging off. Hope to hear from you all later, and bye for now, everybody. And remember, there will be more mob battles.